What?
Hansworm hat.
Gesundheit?
This is a video about another type of...
Taking all bets, is it A, something extremely mind-blowingly smart that changes your perception of reality forever, putting your life into a new paradigm that will eternally affect all the decisions you make in life and the road your existence takes, leading you to all the wonders of the universe? Or B, the other one, dumb.
weather manipulation or sky manipulation.
Well, congratulations to anyone who picked option A. You've won a trip directly into the sea. Just drive yourself to the nearest one and throw yourself in. I promise your life will be changed for good. Obligatory, don't throw yourself into the sea. The sea is dangerous and wants to kill the crap out of you. Try the sun instead. Just go at night. It's so nice and cool.
And it's slightly different than chemtrails.
What, so it's like real? Or do you mean a different kind of fake and stupid? It's probably the latter. Never get any cool crap like magic or aliens. Or magic aliens.
And this is, I've talked about it before. I've shown pictures of this before. I get this all the time in my skies.
What, clouds? So, something real? Yeah, buddy, it's okay. It's supposed to be there. At least sometimes. It's called a cloud. They make the water that falls down onto food. So you can eat all those tasty, what do stupid people eat? I don't know. Bees?
As well as the
Face of Jeebus.
chemtrail.
Oh, chemtrails. Something that's just as fake! Fedora strike! Defeating those theists forever by serious argument.
And this is just another type of weather manipulation they do these days. We did not have clouds like this when I grew up in the 90s.
You believe you grew up in the 90s? Everyone knows that the world was created 15 years ago when Mark Zuckerberg, may his name be praised, and his lizard underlings created the VR sim Humans VR that allowed us all to experience what it's like to be the most pathetic creature in the universe. Unless you're denying that fact, you goddamn shill.
I was young in the 90s, so that's like my childhood.
Prove it! And if you do, I'm just going to call it CG, because I'm smart, and you can't argue with them facts and logic, snowtard. Wait. Sorry, I mixed up my insults. Lax and fogic, reflake. Ah, god damn it.
No, this isn't a cloud. Look at the wave patterns. And in my opinion, it's just the cell towers that make this.
Ah, well, your opinions, instead of having any proof of that. I mean, do you have anything else? Like, even an idea as to why a cell tower might have that effect? And let's say they do that. And these didn't exist in the totally real, wink wink, 90s. So what? Does this shape of cloud have any impact on anything? I mean, cloud coverage and all that, blah, blah. But what difference do these evil Illuminati clouds make? Me needs to know, mate.
Maybe also the stuff that they spray in the air helps, but I don't know. I think they might be able to make clouds just by...
Oh my god, edit, man.
doing this. And this cloud, it's only covering where the sun is.
Wait, what? I mean, maybe at that moment, but just wait, it'll move, I promise you. Clouds don't just exist in one location, they move about with wind and that. See, it's this kind of statement that always makes me so morbidly curious as to where you're going with this. Of course, 9 times out of 10 it's just disappointment, but I live for the, yep, clouds are actually aliens, or trees are made from crystals type crazy. It gives me my powers.
I've said this before, but it's worth mentioning again.
On the edge of my seat, mate.
They do a Saturday market here, and
wait, what?
during the summer when it's really hot out, oh, guess what? When the Saturday market comes, We have this big cloud that looks just like, it's not a cloud. What the heck is it? It's like a,
Well, maybe instead of a cloud, it's like a mass consisting of dry air mixed with liquid water drops, ice particles, or both. No, that's too crazy. It must be some kind of secret Saturday market surveillance system. You see, when you have all these people buying fresh fruit and veg for too much money, along with random bits of people's old junk, and bits of crap stuck together and sold as arts and craft, well, anybody who does that on a regular basis needs to be monitored, because they are breaking out of the system, man, and the man can't have that, man. Man.
I want to say like smoke screen, sunscreen. It's,
So, you think it's like a protective layer for you? Wow, I mean, that kind of follows. The main reason that I've heard psychomologilists say that people believe in conspiracies is that, converse to what you might think, it gives them a feeling of control to their lives. Because if everything is being seen to by them or aliens or what have you, then we are definitely not a speck in the void hurtling out of control that at any moment's notice could be snuffed out by a bit of space garbage. But we just didn't see coming. Nope. They, them, etc. are actually watching out for me and making sure I have a nice even tan when I go out shopping for knickknacks. I'm seriously confused as to why you think it's such a bad thing anyway. I mean, I already let Google Home set off my phone when I lose it, and I lose it all the goddamn time, and I'll be stoked when I can walk out of my house, step into a self-driving box on wheels that will take me to food or porn or whatever I want and just stumble out wherever it took me. Having the weather specifically tailored to my comfort would just be sweet as on top of all this kind of stuff in the possible future.
it's a fake cloud that they can make just by shooting electricity in a certain way into the air, certain way. I mean, you can see the wave patterns. It's not clouds.
I mean, it is clouds, and what certain wave patterns? Seriously, dude, if you're so convinced of this, you can get all sorts of RF transmitters off the internet. Go out and make your own clouds. I mean, I can make clouds with my magic hands. Ooh. And that's certainly not Mrs. Sick vaping like the hipster bumface she is. No.
And yeah, it's just right in front of the sun to keep it from just being so blinding hot white.
See, I wasn't wrong about you thinking it was a protection from the sun. Alas, in this case, with those clouds, they are doing a terrible job, because that kind of cloud coverage would still let you fry like bacon on a very hot day. Hell, you can have full-on cloudy day in winter and still get sunburnt. Something like 80% of the sun rays penetrate through clouds. What do you think wispy shiz like that is going to do to protect you? That's like building a suit of armor out of origami. It might look like it's going to do something, but ultimately, sword beats paper, sun beats clouds, and both beat skin. So thanks a lot for being useless again, Iluba Bananas. Typical. Guess we're just going to have to keep buying the mind control sunscreen for the time being until they figure this out.
Too perfect. Right where they need it to be.
If you say so, buddy. Strange that none of those photos show more than a fraction of the sky, but now I'm just being nitpicky, aren't I?
So here's a minute-long clip. I'll just play it. See, it's the only thing in the sky. Everything else is blue.
You aren't showing the whole sky. Again, this is just a segment you want us to see. Now, I'm not going to say you're being dishonest, because my assumption is that everybody is basically a dumbass. But you could at least try to show more of that blue. Also, it's really spread out considering it's perfectly in front of the sun, nature that you claim it has, so yeah.
And they were spraying earlier today. Look at this. Have you guys seen stuff like this?
What, clouds? No, I'm pretty sure they don't reel.
Yeah, that's not a cloud.
again, even if it was fake, it's still a cloud. Even contrails or chemtrails to your conspiracy-addled mind, they are still clouds. Man-made or more caused, really. But man-made, not natural. Still clouds. Seriously, dude. Learn to definition.
In my opinion, they know how to put this smeary thing between the sun and the city.
This smeary thing. Oof, that hurt.
I guess one day if I'm driving and I see a cloud like this, it might be worthwhile to see if I can gauge how big this is if I try to drive out of the city.
I think you shouldn't drive at all. Pretty sure your dumb face is going to be staring at clouds whilst blissfully smashing into a crowd of school kids, all of whom could probably explain what a cloud is better than you. See, because as you know, they actually have some education, but now that education is just a smear on your bumper, hurtling up the road trying to figure out what clouds are. Fantastic job.
I have one more video to show you that there's nothing else in the sky. Here, I'm just spinning around, all the way around. There's nothing else in the sky. It's just right there.
Okay, wow, that's actually a lot better. Still not the whole sky, mind you, and even if it was the only cloud in the sky at that time, it doesn't, and I can't stress this enough, it doesn't mean that the cloud was purposefully formed by shooting electricity into the sky from cell towers, just to provide everyone with absolutely no protection from the sun.
And there's two more pictures, because kind of interesting. Look, it disappeared. Right once I finished taking all these videos and the photos, it started disappearing out of nowhere.
Almost like it's some sort of cloud, because, you know, they do that. And if it does just disappear randomly, what exactly does that say about your layer of protection theory? Just think about it for a second. Go on, use your thinky muscle. And that's right, it means it's bull poop. Well done!
And here, it's gone. And it was right around 11 o'clock. It's like at 11 o'clock they were like, okay, we're done making the cloud now. And it's gone.
Much like my dwindling faith in the future of humanity, you mother flippers better start bucking your ideas up, or I'ma have to send Mrs. Sick to come vape at you, and it'll be super awkward, and you'll be like, dude, stop it. So yeah, don't make me unleash my wrath. I'll do it. I'm a knight on the edge. Are you tired of not being famous, handsome, and good at the sex? Well, you need brand new, extra strength Sick brand merch. Sick brand merch is the only merchandise with artwork created by the famous, womansome, and almost as good at the sex, Mrs. Sick. And running the store is basically her job now, so if you don't buy something, you must hate her. And by extension, all women. You don't want to be a woman hater, do you? Sick brand merch. Because you're better than that.